What's up, guys? It's the Hacktivist Mechanic. It's been a while since we posted any videos. We've been taking a break from traveling in the cold weather, but we have an exciting new project that I want to share with you, so we're going to film a short video on what we're doing. So in the past, I described our 911 Carrera here, and we talked about the headlights. Now, you can't necessarily notice it from standing 10-15 feet far away, but what we've got here is an original H5 headlight, which came with the 87-89 Carrera, which is in pretty good shape. And over here it appears to be an H1 headlight, which would be more for the 70s era 911s, and also a bit more rare. Now, the reason for the difference is that this car, as I mentioned, does have a salvage title, and it was involved in an accident. And from what I can tell, the past history, the accident did happen on this side of the car, on the front right passenger side of the car. So what I'm thinking is the previous owner put this older headlight in. Now, the problem with that is that these headlights, they don't match, and they're also pretty underpowered. The H5 is not known for being terribly great, and these H1s is, as you can see, a little bit dingy. It's not cracked, but it's just not terribly good lighting. So what I'm going to show you here in a bit is the lighting on the outside and how poor it is. Now, what we're going to replace it with is this. Now, these are LEDs, and I got them from John Audette on Pelican Parts. He runs a great site that sells LEDs for 911s. I believe it's called the Audette Collection. I'll try to post a link here in the YouTube video. And what this is LED case. You can see the back of it here. And I went for the optional H4 lens that's made by Bosch. You can kind of see here, it's got H4 right in the middle, I don't know if you can see that. The options were a clear lens, a fluted lens, and then this H4 lens. And after a little bit of research, I decided to go to the H4. I like the clear lens because it had kind of a singer look, but I thought the H4, which was a known upgrade, and I got a good deal on those, gave it more of an original look. So we're going to put these on, and first thing I'm going to do is show you what the headlight pattern looks like right now. Alright, so we're in the car now. Let's go ahead and turn the lights on. Okay, so there's our headlight pattern. Unfortunately, I can't show you any brights because my turn signal stalk and brights are not working. But this is the low beam, and as you can see, the beam on the left, which is the H5, is pretty, it's decent. And then the beam on the right, which is the H1, is pretty non-existent. So that's kind of what we're dealing with right now. Now, I do plan on replacing this turn signal and high beam, low beam switch. I don't know if I'll have it replaced by the time I put the lights in, but we should at least be able to see the low beams on the LEDs once they go in. Alright, so we took the painted ring off, you see here, and we're going to remove this bolt here and pull this thing out, see what it looks like. Alright, so we got the lights, the old lights out of the car. On the left here is the H1. On the right is the H5. Let's flip this over and check out this part here. Now I will be verifying that this is H1. I could be wrong. Don't shoot me. And then if you flip this over, there's the part number for that one. Okay, made in Czech Republic. So these could be aftermarket H5s. Let's look over here to the light buckets. We cleaned this out. There's 4 mounting bolts here, which this right side didn't have all them mounted because it was a replacement. Same thing over here. So I said initially we're going to take out this top bolt. It was really these 4 bolts that kept it in here. So hopefully our new ones will mount up. Now you can see the harness on here that's designed for the H5. If we go over here to our new lights, we can see that it came with a different harness, which is this green one. Now, John's knows this is an issue, so he's been gracious enough to sell us a harness that matches up with this. So this blue part will go into the headlight bucket. This harness itself I think was $27, added on to the cost of the LEDs, which is about $500. So next thing we're going to do is try to get these guys in there. So we're still working on our lights from John Audette at Audette Collection, and we're having a bit of issue getting a proper fit. So as you can kind of see here, we've got a rubber gasket here, which is a weather gasket, and it's on the outside of this lip. And you'll see that this light is fitting nice and flush with the top. Till we get about right here, and there's a gap. If you look back over on this side, you can see we've got a gap here. That's the adjustment screw right there. So we can't quite get this thing down all the way. Now I've been emailing with John, and he says they're all a little bit different, but they all fit. They just give you a little bit of fits. So we have to continue working on these. Now I did turn them on and they do look pretty good, but again, we've got to figure out how to get these on there right. So we will be back when we figure that out. Okay, so after a couple days here, I think we got everything mounted. I wouldn't say it's a perfect mount, but it's about as close as it's going to get. This one mounted up a little bit better than the other one. This one here is pretty good, but a little bit of a gap on top, and I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, right there, like an idiot, I was trying to tap this in using something, you know, not too sharp, and I had it covered, but I'm an idiot, so we got a dent. That's not great. Anyways, we're gonna go take this outside and see what it looks like, and maybe try to line these up. There's two adjustment screws here. There's this one here, which moves the light up and down, and then this one over here moves it left and right. So we're gonna go out there and see how it looks. All right, we're out here ready to test these things out. Here we go, let's light them up. Not too bad. So it's pretty good, maybe a little bit pointed to the left, but overall the center seems to be a little bit off. Not too bad. We'll go out for a little drive and see how they work. All right, so that's it on our LED light replacement. We used John Audette's Audette Collection's LEDs. Pretty happy with overall quality. We had a lot of issues with the fitment. Based on what John has said, is he sold hundreds of these things, and they usually all fit, and maybe mine, my buckets were just a tad off because they were pretty close, but we got them mounted. Does it look perfect? Probably not. Does it work? Looks like it's working. Pretty happy. I'm going to use them a bunch this summer, so thanks for joining us. Next time we're hoping to tackle the exhaust, so stay tuned.